This happened in a small town in Ohio. It was called Quietdale, a peaceful cul-de-sac where all the houses looked the same. All the houses, except for number 13, had one thing in common. Every single night, at exactly 3:12 a.m., every resident would wake up to the sound of someone knocking on their window. At first, they thought it was just a branch, or maybe an animal. But then they started seeing the same face, or rather, the lack of face. It was a man, but he had no face. He was tall and thin with a black suit and a white shirt, but his face was completely white, like someone had taken a paintbrush and erased it from existence. And he always knocked at exactly 3:12 a.m. The residents of Quietdale were understandably freaked out. They tried everything to stop him. They called the police, but by the time they got there, he was gone. They put up security cameras, but he seemed to know exactly where to look, always managing to avoid them. For months, they lived in fear, not knowing what to do. Then one night, fed up with being scared, everyone in the neighborhood decided to stay up. They turned their homes into fortresses, blocking every possible exit, determined to catch the faceless man once and for all. They waited. At first, it was just the sound of crickets, and then at exactly 3:12 a.m., the sound of someone knocking on a window. But this time, when they turned on their lights, they saw that it was just an ordinary man, sweaty and scared, knocking on their doors. "Please, let me in," he begged. "Please, help me." But the residents were too scared. They didn't know who this man was. Why was he trying to break into their houses? What was he trying to do? So they just kept watching him from behind their doors. And as they watched, they noticed something strange. The man was crying, but there was no sound. No matter how hard he tried, no sound came out. Then they noticed something even stranger. His face, or rather the lack of it, as they watched, his face started to turn white, like he was losing his face. In a panic, he started to scream, and that's when they saw the true horror. The faceless man was in their homes. They checked their cameras and saw that he was everywhere. He was in their kitchens, living rooms, even their bedrooms. And then they realized he wasn't just in their homes, he was in their beds. And in the morning, the residents of Quietdale woke up to find that he was in their beds. But the most terrifying part was that he wasn't just in their beds. He was under their beds, hiding from them. And when they finally managed to pull him out, they saw that he had no face. The residents of Quietdale had become the new faceless man.